Feels too rich for your blood? There might be a better chance to get in on the action because NVIDIA is getting a 10-for-1 stock split. Why all the people coming to the table to make it easier?
It's such a great question.
And some diners are noticing not only are restaurants going up on their prices, they are also cutting back on the portions. This is what the Swiss Alps are known for. We are 6,700 feet above Davos. Restaurant chains are tacking on egg surcharges to menus. Denny's is the latest to do so at some of its locations, following on the heels of a 50-cent egg surcharge at Waffle House. When it comes to retirement planning, what's your number one piece of advice you think everyone should know? It's been a rough start of the year for Tesla shareholders. The stock is down roughly 25% year to date, and it's only the end of February. You won the Daytona 500, second year in a row. Yeah. Not many drivers have been able to do that. Tell me, how do you leverage this success? So what are your biggest takeaways from NVIDIA's fourth quarter results? Is there anything that investors are overlooking, and how does it shape your outlook for the stock? Walmart is sounding a cautious tone on the U.S. consumer, and that is sending shivers throughout the retail sector. When you take a look at history, what does history suggest about what is likely to happen to the stock market in 2025? I was looking at some statistics from the National Institute of Health. The so-called minority population is now 50% of the total population in the United States. So tell me, why should half of the nation's population not be reflected in boardrooms, not be reflected in office buildings, not be reflected on factory floors? For the person who's sitting at home who just wants to hang with his boys or hang with his teammates, watch the game and enjoy as a fan experience, how does Tracy AI enhance the fan experience? Inflation is coming down, but food inflation is still a problem. The cost of eating out is 4% higher than it was a year ago, while eating in is up less than a full percent. So we're out here asking people, how is food inflation impacting their dining habits?
Well, we used to really enjoy going out to eat, probably too much.
I don't go out to eat as often as I used to.
I've spent as much as $40 for, something healthy.
We can't go out to eat too much. I have 2 kids, so we stay, very rarely do we go out anymore.
Yesterday I got a salad. It was like $15, which is ridiculous to spend every single day.
I don't really spend a lot of money outside because it's really expensive outside.
Life is short, so you got to pay the extra money. It's just the vig for living in New York.
But food prices aren't just hurting the wallets of consumers. The people serving up the food are feeling the pinch as well. We went to Charles' Pan Fried Chicken here in New York City to speak with head chef Quy Slobert about the toll rising food prices are taking on the business end.
So as of right now, food prices is skyrocketing. We are Charles Pan Fried Chicken. We're known for chicken. And that is like a roller coaster. It started off high, and then it goes high, and it comes back down to being high, and it goes even higher. Affected me how? Because we are in the middle of Harlem. This is 145th Street. We do not want to raise the prices too much. We want to make sure we feed the average family. So we just have to cut corners everywhere else. And that's by meaning materials. And here's like Con Edison, make sure we cut the lights off. Like something simple as that. Tissue, something simple as that. But we do not skip when it comes to the food and the ingredients. We keep it the same way. How have you been forced to tweak the menu in order to prevent you from having to raise prices? Any high price items, we will still provide. Like lamb chops. I would love to have jerk lamb on our table every day, but we just can't have it out because the normal person won't come in and buy a lamb chop for $7. We work in family all around us. This is actually the community. I can't sell you one lamb chop for $7 and that's gonna fill up who? So that's the only tweak, so to say, we did, if you want to say tweak. So you have economies of scale, right? Because you have 3 restaurants. Yes, we do. So you're able to go to your suppliers and be like, hey, I'm supplying 3 restaurants here. Give me the best price you got. And this is what it is. This is what happened. You have Starbucks, you have McDonald's, you have places like that that's all over. So that's what they do. And they get the lowest price of everything. That's why the food is so cheap. Now, mind you, we are Harlem. We have 3 locations only. So I'm using that same marketing manager style to try to get a better price on everything.